Welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the Lamtto Lamtto DC21 360 degree dash camera. Right now it's available on Amazon for $149, but it's got a $50 coupon today. And I don't know how long that's going to last, but that puts it down to about 100 bucks. So I've been needing a dash cam for a while. They sent me this. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the truck and give it a try. But first, let's open it up and take a look at it and see what all it comes with. I've already had it open. I thought it was rechargeable, and I tried to charge it, but I think it has to stay connected all the time. But it's got a little display screen. It's got an adjustable eye in the front that points out the front of the truck, and it's got these. Let me put this down here. It's got these little eyeballs that rotate, and they point towards. You can point them towards the windows on the side, like the driver and passenger side. You can point them backwards. You can point them straight ahead. This thing records audio and video. And it's got 3M adhesive on it to stick it to the window. And that's just the camera part of it. It also comes with this really long cable here that puts your fourth, it's got 4 cameras. This puts your 4th camera looking out the back of the truck, their car, vehicle, whatever it is you got. This sticks, and it's adjustable too. And we have to decide when we get into it whether or not we want to use this. I'm not sure if I've got an extra cab truck. It's got plenty of cable, I'm sure, but it looks like it's going to be a job to put it underneath the headliner. Also comes with a fusible link. This is for a permanent connection. You can connect this thing right directly into the fuse box, which is what they recommend. That way it's got power, because it sleeps when you're not in the vehicle, but if something impacts the car or something hits the car, it'll wake up and it'll start recording. And I don't think my cigarette lighters in my truck give it constant 12-volt power. I think I have one in there that does. We'll have to find out. I don't know if I'm going to use this or not. We'll have to see when we get into it how hard it's going to be. Again, this has to go through the headliner and through the A-pillar and all that, and it might be more than I want to fool with at the moment, because I want to be able to take this thing out and use it in other vehicles. Here's your cigarette lighter attachment. It has a USB-C port. It's got plenty of cable. Comes with a trim tool for installing, taking your trim loose and installing it. This looks like another mounting bracket. Not sure how it works. Not sure how either one of them work. But I guess it just slides. Maybe it just slides out. But it looks like it's an extra mounting bracket. And looks like a USB to another power cable, I guess. And it's got a bunch of little things for sticking your wires to the windshield if you need to. So it comes with quite a bit of stuff. Quite a bit more than. I'm not sure, like I said, if I'm going to put this extra one on. Look, it's got another power adapter here inside of your lighter, so you can use it for something else. Lighter connection. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to get out to the truck, and I'm going to use a little bit of spray away glass cleaner and get the windshield good and clean. That way we can go ahead. This 3M adhesive will stick. So we'll do that. Okay, the windshield's wiped off. I'm out here in the truck. Let's see if we can figure out how to mount this thing and get it where the camera can see it. Maybe we can put it up here somewhere. I don't know. I'm looking for a spot. There's the rear view. Let's go up a little more. Right there. Let's see where we can put it where it'll look good and we can see it. see, how does it go? It goes like this, I guess. I thought that moved, but it doesn't. So, right there. I'd like to be able to see the screen. So we'll put it right there, I suppose. I know one thing, it's hot. It's the hottest I've seen it in a while. So there's the mirror. We'll put it down, straight down below it. This is, I guess, that pressure sensitive tape. The last one I had, I glued to the window, and it, as soon as it got hot outside, it fell off. Then I had one with a suction cup. As soon as it got hot, it fell off. So these are adjustable. Okay. Feels like it's on there pretty good. I wonder if that's still going to connect. It's awful tight right against that where the cable goes. Let's get this cable out and figure it out. Well, they give you plenty of cable. Ain't no problem there, but you also got the hardwire option if you want to. Now I got to figure out which one of these outlets is constant 12 volts. Well, that one's lit up, so it must be that one. Yeah, it's making all kinds of jingly noises. Look at that. It's already working. So you can look left or right. It's pretty good. See if we'll turn around here to the door. And it does. And the neighbors has got a truck stuck and they're running it wide open. So we'll put them both kind of towards the front for now. See how that looks. I've got updates. I got it connected to the camera via the app. It's got an app connection that you download. So you can record and play back and send files to your insurance company, whatever, if you've got files and data. It's got a thing where you can change, look at whatever camera you're looking at, like the left camera, the right camera, left camera, there's the right camera, and back to the center. But here's the biggest issue. It records all the time. It sits there and records. I've got it paused right now, but there's no way I'm going to be, it says the parking monitor function does not work when you got it into the ladder port, because if you leave it into a permanent ladder port, it's just going to record all the time. So I'm going to switch it over here to this accessory port, take it out of this one that's got full power, because I don't want it to sit here and run my battery down. It also has a super capacitor in it that stores memory and data, but it won't store video. It ain't got enough juice in the capacitor. It only stores, like, it just locks the memory. So let's get this plugged into the other port and we'll take it for a ride up the road. There's something I don't like. Every time you disconnect it, you have to ask it to join the Wi-Fi again. So I have to go in there and set up Wi-Fi and then have it joined back to the phone. Well, I don't like that part of it. Also, my accessory doesn't power off, and I thought it did. So I may have to connect it to full power. I've got it powered on. It's near dark, but it's not dark yet. So we're going to try using it. Oh, a big bump in the road. We're going to try using it after dark here in a minute, but right now I just wanted to see how it was doing. The problem with it being plugged into permanent power is it stays on all the time, so I'm going to have to just turn it off when I get out of the truck. I'll probably forget to do that 50,000 times, so I guess I better put my jump pack in the truck. But I think when it's powered off, it may still have the disturbance mode whenever, you know, the parking monitor, but I don't know that for sure. I had one of these before and it would come on every time you jarred the truck. So hopefully this one will do that. And it just plugged into the cigarette lighter, the old one did. So I'll try to get this to play back on the phone so we can have some actual footage. but it seems like it does pretty good. I can set it where it's full screen too. I think I just have to tap the screen. It doesn't have a touchscreen function. I thought it did. My camera was backwards. I thought it did, but you can just tap the right arrow and it'll give you full screen. You tap the left arrow and it'll switch from camera to camera. So that's pretty cool. With the full screen, you can see the road pretty good, and from the driver's seat. But this is during daylight. It's getting dark. We're going to come back later and do a nighttime driving. Meeting traffic. One thing that's cool though is you can set these little eyeballs on the side to point towards the passenger side in case you get pulled over, and it'll film your ticket, or at least the process of you getting a ticket. You can move those balls on the side around. Now there's a reason I mentioned these side cameras that you can turn around and focus them on your doors. The reason I mentioned that is because I live in an area, it's not just getting a ticket, but if you do get a ticket, it's your word against the officers, and having the dash cam footage is often beneficial if you have any kind of dispute. But the biggest thing around here, the reason you need it, is people walk up to your door all the time in my area, and you never know what they're wanting or what they're up to. So having this little extra bit of insurance is pretty good to have when somebody approaches that you don't know, and you don't know what they want. And if you got it on video, if something happens, you've got evidence that you're at the ATM and this guy's come up and jerks your money out of your hand. You've got video. So having that extra camera pointed at you would be really nice. I'm not sure what. Well, let's turn it off. But there's some arrows. Let's see if I can get some light on this. Some arrows here. Hit that arrow. Just think it's the right arrow. Yeah. Now I've got it right on the left-hand camera. You can see me. Turn the light away. You can see my camera over here. So you can move that around. So that's pretty good. And it's supposed to have excellent night vision, so we're going to find out about that. I done some video driving there, and my microphone was not on my camera. So now that we're back here, let's see if we can make this thing play back. Recording is paused. Well, that took a photograph, so I'll know what that does. Oh, hey, that's cool. I can make it full screen on my phone. Pretty awesome. Camera files. What is the most recent one we just did? 1024, 1024. Okay, let's see if we can do a playback. Yeah, playback of us pulling in the driveway here and turning the truck around. Here's one just before that. There's one driving. I can hear a little audio. I was curious if it was going to pick up audio. Really good, clear. I'm trying to find the clip where I met a car a minute ago. It does really short clips. I think it's one just before that. I wanted to show you what it was like meeting a vehicle. No, it's quite a ways back. This button here. That's where we're parked. With this button here. Look, you can hear my voice. So it has a really good mic. Should be meeting a car any second. There it was. So it was pretty cool. So it does have a playback function. I love that. You get into any trouble with a deer or anything like that, you've got this. So let's go back to where we were. Now the windshield's fogged up. It's really hot and the humidity is ridiculous. I've got the air conditioning on here. Let's get inside and wrap up. Overall, I'm impressed with the camera. It was easy to set up. It was easy to put in. I'm not real good with setting up things with instructions. You had to get online and you can watch some videos and stuff, but I figured out how to connect it to the phone. I figured out how to get it in the car pretty easy. I didn't put the rear camera in, which I may add. So if I can't figure out how to get it back off the windshield and change it from car to car, I'll just leave it there and put the rear camera in. But I do appreciate those guys for sending me the product. It's pretty awesome. I do like it. And I'm going to use it every day. I do have to turn it off and turn it on when I get in and out of the vehicle, but if you don't, it's just going to sit there and film. It's going to use all your data up. It does come with the card. You have to format it comes with a free card. You have to format it when you put it in, but it's kind of simple. It's got a simple instruction book. Just read through. You can put it in. You put the whole thing in 5 minutes if you plug it into the cigarette lighter. Might take a little longer if you hardwire it in. But I may do that later. If I do, I'll make a follow-up video on it. But I want to thank those guys for sending it out. I do appreciate it. I'm going to include the Amazon link. I'll include a link to their webpage. And if they already got a discount on it, but if they send us another discount code, we'll add it to the video and you'll have that. So I do appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank y'all for watching. Stay clean, everybody.